Today's horoscope, Leo April 17, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury returns to your solar house of spirit and adventure today, where it will visit until May 10th. This transit began from March 3rd to the 29th, but wasn't completed due to a retrograde backup. Now, you're ready to move forward. In the weeks ahead, thinking in broad terms helps you see the bigger picture. You'll be expanding your mind and your interests. Sharing your ideas and beliefs with enthusiasm can also figure strongly. You seek to understand your life and the world around you. Studies or topics of interest that you may have put on the shelf last month now advance. It's a wonderful cycle for an optimistic frame of mind. Today is influenced by a Mercury-Neptune alignment, which is good for dreaming and visualizing what you want, and the practical side of things may need some attention later. Today is more about catching inspiration or inspiring others with your perspective or kind words. You're inclined to express your ideas with more flair. Trust your intuition when it comes to matters of intimacy and sensuality today. Mental Mercury, the cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, will swim through distant seas. He will link in conjunction with ethereal Neptune. Powerful messages in dreams or from the universe could be appearing for you to face. These will likely be positive and sweet messages rather than dark, which is delightful. If there are any traumas around relationships you need to face, today and tomorrow could also help you do so. Continue with your plans. There has not been a clear-cut cosmic energy to assist with your future professional plans since the beginning of March. Over time, your plans and goals may have been thwarted by unexpected obstacles. Although this was challenging to get through, you have a chance to resume your progress when Mercury re-enters Aries today. Have no fear. It should be easier to book your work trips, enroll in educational courses, and expand upon an area of interest in your professional journey. Progress will be written in the stars. There is a lot to be said for getting some exercise in before you get to work in the morning. Communication difficulties tend to fly by the wayside for those who jog before work, get in a pre-dawn workout, or even just walk to work. Take your body seriously and you will notice the effects in your personal and professional life. With today's cosmic climate, it's a good time to negotiate these kinds of commitments with yourself. You may find you have a desire for the unusual on this day. This can be an effect of this vibration's presence, although not a common one. However, yours is not a common life path, and so you are more likely to feel this urge than other numbers. Go with the flow and explore all you can, but take care when you do. Do not be lured into something that can cause you or others pain. Know your greatest temptations ahead of time. Part of the working week or not, the timing of the moon's return to a playful and creative part of your chart couldn't be better. With the sun returning to your career sector over the weekend and the moon in your work sector by then, even the professional gods are calling for a wait-and-see approach. At the same time, by returning during the sun's final days in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery, the moon is doing more than just putting the focus on the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence. Just days after clashing is a full moon, this has the sun and moon back in harmony. Part of the working week or not, but a day after the asteroid Juno left your romantic sector, the spirit of romance and adventure gets a significant boost. From the moment the moon returns, it will move into a friendly aspect to dreamy Neptune in an adventurous part of your chart, a day after Juno finished doing the same. Mercury will add to this when he returns to an adventurous part of your chart a few hours later. Daily Planetary Overview. As we enter the second half of Mercury's post-retrograde shadow phase, the cosmic tides begin to shift yet again, this time with Mercury re-entering bold, fiery Aries. If you've been feeling like you've been walking through mental fog, dealing with lingering miscommunications, delays, or second-guessing your decisions, you're not alone. But here's the good news: clarity is on the horizon. This period marks an opportunity to wrap up the last threads of Mercury retrograde's chaos. It's a time for resolution, reflection, and most importantly, courage. Mercury in Aries empowers you to speak your mind with renewed honesty and assertiveness. If something's been weighing on you, this is your cosmic green light to release it. Whether it's a conversation you've been avoiding, a truth you've been holding in, or even a realization about your path forward, now is the time to be boldly authentic. That said, being direct doesn't have to mean being harsh. This isn't about confrontation for the sake of it, it's about owning your thoughts and feelings in a way that clears space for growth. And when we communicate from a place of self-awareness, we make room for deeper understanding in our relationships. You may find yourself encountering some lingering challenges over the next few days, old issues resurfacing, delays in plans, or misaligned expectations. Don't view these moments as setbacks. Instead, see them as opportunities to refine your course. Life has a way of giving us gentle nudges, and sometimes strong pushes, in the direction we're meant to go. If you're noticing recurring themes or emotional patterns, ask yourself what the lesson is. What are you being asked to revisit, and how can you approach it differently this time? When change arrives, and it likely will, try not to resist it. We all know how tempting it can be to cling to the familiar, even when it's not serving us. But change often carries the seeds of our next breakthrough. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal mindset, welcome these shifts with open arms. You may be surprised at the new people, ideas, and experiences that enter your life as a result. Of course, with all this fiery energy in the air, it's important to temper boldness with mindfulness. If you feel yourself getting impatient or frustrated, especially with others, pause and breathe. You may find yourself involved in more disagreements than usual, particularly if you're projecting a "my way" or the highway attitude. This is a good time to practice active listening, to tune into what others are feeling, even if they're not saying it outright. If someone's being difficult or evasive, don't let it derail your day. Sometimes, extending grace is more powerful than proving a point. In relationships, romantic, platonic, or professional, you may notice some tension, especially if you've been keeping things bottled up. Instead of jumping into conflict, take a moment to check in with yourself. What are you really feeling? What do you need? Once you're clear on that, approach the situation with calm confidence. Communication doesn't have to be dramatic to be effective. Financially, this may not be the ideal time to make big moves. If you've been feeling uncertain about money or frustrated by missteps in spending, take it as a cue to slow down and reassess. Avoid large investments or high-risk ventures for now. Stick to smaller purchases, budget mindfully, and if you're working with financial advisors, be especially discerning. This isn't about fear, it's about smart, intentional choices that align with your long-term security. Your physical health and well-being may also need some gentle attention. You might be feeling pressure from multiple areas of your life right now, which can lead to stress. But stress doesn't have to derail your wellness. Instead of abandoning your routine altogether, find a rhythm that honors where you are. Maybe that means taking a slower walk instead of a long workout, or meditating for a few minutes before bed. This is a great time to reconnect with your body's signals, learn what balance looks like for you, not just what the world says it should be. Many people think self-care is about bubble baths or spa days, and while those are lovely, real self-care also looks like being honest about your limits, saying no when needed, and nourishing your body with movement and rest in equal measure. If you've let your wellness routine slip lately, consider this your invitation to come back, not with guilt, but with curiosity. So, as this next chapter unfolds, embrace the clarity that Mercury in Aries brings. Be brave with your words, thoughtful with your actions, and open to the lessons life is offering you, especially the unexpected ones. You are being invited to move forward, not with force, but with presence.